Fellow brothers, imagine spending $100 at a shop, but instead of that money disappearing into some giant corporation's vault, it circulates back into our own community's pockets, leading to new jobs, opportunities, stability, and even personal freedom. That is the kind of magic we can create when we support Black-owned businesses. Today, I wish to persuade you to make supporting Black-owned businesses a part of your everyday life. Not as a seasonal event or something you only do when you remember, but as a weekly commitment to putting power into the hands of our own people. I grew up around Black-owned businesses, from barbershops that held communities together to restaurants whose food could heal your soul, to shops ran by people who put everything they had into keeping our culture and styles alive. But I've also seen what happens when these businesses disappear. It's as if entire blocks become desolate, and it's like a body without a heartbeat almost. So tonight I want to show you why supporting Black-owned businesses is not only good for yourself, the community, but also the future, but also the future of Black wealth in this country. Let's start with what supporting Black-owned businesses does for the community. It allows wealth to circulate among those who have the hardest time, those who face the steepest economic barriers. According to the Federal Reserve, they reported in 2023 that the gap between white households and Black households was more than 6-1. In fact, my little visual aid here shows median households by race from 1983 to 2024. The top 3 black boxes represent white families. It went from $102,000 in '83 to $122,000 in 2024, a steady increase. However, the 3 black boxes toward the bottom represents black families, which was $6,800 in 1983, decreasing to $1,233. So 40 years later, it is $1,233. That isn't just wealth inequality, that is wealth that has gone 6 feet under. Therefore, we should not be too discouraged, because the Brookings Institute in 2022 suggested that Black wealth circulates in our community 3 times the rate as it does in corporate institutions. So our money feeds life into our schools, into youth programs, allows us to have safer streets, and increases other amenities. But here is my call to action. If one black person spends $20 at any of these businesses once a week for an entire year, that is $1,000 added into our community circulation. So 20 people doing that would be $20,000. 100 people, that would be $100,000. Essentially, we aren't just consumers, but we can be builders, protectors, and revivers of our own destiny. So let's stop lining other people's pockets and spread the wealth where it truly belongs. Thank you for your time.